Welcome back to the hottest aviation podcast in the Midwest, Main Lodge Tuggers, where we go to the economy class and go jack off in the bathroom like a real king should. And the flight was only an hour and a half, and we still got our rocks off.
The number one tugging podcast in the Midwest. You heard it here first.
So we're actually missing somebody today, as the Patreon can see. We are missing master producer and host Slims, and it's because with Heavy Hearts, we have to inform you guys that he was actually arrested on the way to Qatar for trying to masturbate on a Qatar Airways plane. They don't play that over there.
Authorities said he was found with an Xbox Series X and a Jersey Mike's Big Kahuna giant size, Mike's Way, extra cherry relish, extra chipotle mayo, found inside his ass at the airport. You know, charges are actually worse than a gun. He had an extreme felony, which I don't know if anyone of you listening has heard of that. It does exist. There is extreme felony. It's a whole nother unseen level of crime, only reserved for the baddest individuals, the nastiest.
I believe in Qatar, the version of an extreme felony is either a stoning or like public shame.
Or like cutting your hands off.
Oh, yeah. If you steal, you lose a finger.
Don't they like kill you if you like shoplift?
I think they kill you if you're gay.
Well, I knew that.
You're allowed to steal before you suck dick. Isn't that crazy?
Kind of fucked up moral,
Isn't that crazy? It's kind of wild. But when you make that kind of money, I guess you can make whatever kind of rules you want.
Hey, maybe he got caught stealing, too.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe he stole the Big Kahuna and the Series X he shoved up his butt.
You can't steal a Big Kahuna, man. The Jersey Mike's people work so hard.
You know what's crazy? They
hard.
refuse to hand you anything before you pay.
Jersey
Mike's, yes.
Oh, they know. Yeah.
They
refuse.
Have you ever seen the clip of this guy's in a New York Chinese restaurant, and in that restaurant specifically, they have one of those turn things with the bulletproof.
Yeah.
And he's like, he's sick. He handed me the food and I ain't pay yet. And he's just sitting there like he's getting recorded like this, his hands on his face. And then he's like, look at him. He want that $8 so bad. Look at it.
You might as well steal it at that point.
Well,
he can't go back.
Yeah, he can't. And also he doesn't have the button like a bank or something to lock the door. And then the Asian guy just looks really upset, and he just starts mocking his laughing.
He's got a dye pack in the low main. Yeah. He's covered in blue shit. Food's fucking
It was
rude.
him. Oh, dye pack in the food is crazy.
I've wanted to steal a DoorDash order before. I know it's crossed your mind, right? When you go to Chipotle and you see like their shelf.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
How are they going to know? Do you think they fucking care?
Well,
they're getting paid $60 a week.
I found out that some
chase you.
Chipotles have dupe orders, or not dupe, but like a dubious order, if you will.
Yeah.
They light it up with spicy salsa.
Oh.
And like it's just not good. It's rice, beans, like no fucking chicken in there.
So if you steal it,
it's for the thieves. Yeah. It'll say something else is in there, but in reality, it's a dubious.
So they're just trying to catch somebody.
Yeah.
Double steak, extra vinaigrette, guac, queso, like the fucking $25 bowl. Jackpot.
Yeah, but you get home and it's just fucking salsa and rice.
Ugh.
Yeah, and sour cream. Just
I can't
to try to do you a favor.
Do you still be eating Chipotle?
I haven't in like a couple weeks. My appetite's been way down, but fucking Chipotle.
I can't be bothered.
Yeah, see, I gotta catch them at like 3:00 when it's not busy.
That's too late for me. That's too late for me.
Really?
Yeah.
When it's not busy, when the line is full, when they're eager to do business, none of my favorites are missing.
If you want to get a good Chipotle order, you have to find a polo or a T-shirt from the thrift store and go in and pretend you're the manager when there's like a truck delivering the meat. Yeah, right here. Back it up. Kick in the door. Anyone listening, try this in your local area, wherever you're living. I promise it's probably the same. If you can find me a Chipotle that has more than a 3.5 star rating on Google, I will be very impressed. I bet you can't find it.
I'm going to look. I'm going to look at my home
you can't
Chipotle.
Find it. I know McDonald's with higher ratings. Do you understand?
Really?
I know McDonald's with better ratings. Wendy's with better ratings. Taco Bell's with better ratings.
Wendy's is crazy because every Wendy's will have you go up to the window where you get your food. Can you pull up for us and we'll bring it out to you? Because they don't want people to know how long you were sitting at that fucking front window.
So they know it's not fucked, so you get more good customers.
Diabolical, man. I can't stand fucking Wendy's, bro. I haven't, like, succumbed to a Wendy's drive-thru in a long time.
I don't blame you're not missing
Oh, my
anything.
God.
What?
Bro, the home Chipotle I go to has a 1.8 rating.
That's what I'm saying.
And if you
think-
look, like I'm showing this to the Patreon, look how large the 1-star bar is.
it's like the biggest one.
Oh, my God.
would
There's
think-
somebody. Okay, so the first one, I have to read this. His name is Zan.
This ought to be good.
His name is Zan, spelled just how you think.
Yeah.
They were out of fajita veggies. I understand.
Standard.
They usually are.
Standard.
Corn salsa,
Standard.
and the rice is genuinely undercooked. Like the rice is raw, crunchy,
Crunchy.
but not my vibe usually. This location is always out of ingredients. I went before 7 p.m. and you're already out of things? I usually don't say this, but everybody needs to be fired.
Oh.
Everybody. And like now the owner wants a follow-up.
Look at the. Oh my God! I saw the picture of the bowl.
He
I'm
got
not-
everybody in trouble.
It
He
don't
probably
look
got
very
my
good.
favorite stud fired.
He probably did.
He probably got Destiny fired. D-Money.
You probably got somebody fucked up over there. That's a scathing review, bro.
That's
all these
crazy.
reviews are like 1 star, 1 star. You'd think someone was like on the bar. You know what I mean? On the sneeze guard, whipping
Yeah.
their dick out, pissing on everything. Like this shit is unedible. Like they're always out of right.
This one guy,
can't-
Steve J, has a Michigan State Spartans logo as his picture. Sparty on.
This ought to be good.
And it says 1 star. It's amazing this Chipotle store hasn't closed yet. The worst. The employees that always seem so angry had a free burrito bowl, so figured after a couple-year hiatus I'd give them a shot. So disappointing. I should have just thrown it out. Picked it up 5 minutes before I asked for it to be ready, and it was completely cold. Rice not cooked all the way, steak seasoned way too much, and the guac was way too salty. Oh, no. Never again. Chipotle employees, if you hate being there that much, go find
Go
another
fuck
job.
yourself.
Wow.
How much do you gotta? How you know how pissed off you gotta be to write a Google review? Unless
I've been
you got
there.
you poisoned.
I've
yeah.
been there. It makes me want to look now and look at my reviews.
see what
Hang
you've
on.
done. See what hell you've
Yeah, let's
raised.
see. Hang on.
See what business you've drawn away from good, hardworking people.
Yeah,
I wonder if
I've
it's just at a
definitely
certain
wrote a
age.
couple.
I feel like when I was 18, I did not want to ever write a review anywhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Does it ever get easier? Older listeners, does any of this ever get easier? I don't think it does. Maybe I'm just not an edge. I haven't been vaping. Understand?
I don't
This
think
is
it
a zero
gets
nicotine
easier
vape.
either.
It's not good shit for me.
Reviews. I want to see
Looking like an asshole.
if I can find my reviews.
Your like list of. I bet they're all one.
Add,
stars.
edit, or
1
delete
star,
your
1
Google
star, 1
Maps
star, 1 star.
reviews.
It's
Find
one.
your
It's all
reviews.
7 different Chipotle's 1 star reviews. Trying to get the free guac and drink.
Real talk.
Yeah, bro, you gotta get hooked up.
Loom Cannabis.
Did
I
they
gave
fuck
them
you?
a 1 star.
Oh man, if you
Yeah.
gave them 5, you could have got a free pre-roll. Leave us a review, get a free pre-roll.
So what
Who gives a
pissed me
shit?
off was I went there once,
Yeah.
and they said they're running 40% off all month. So I go back there in 4 days, and what do? They act like they never heard of it. It made me look stupid.
All scratching their head. At the
And I'm like, I even asked, right, when the bud tender came up to me, I was like, you guys are still running 40% off, right? Mm-hmm. It's like, no, man, I don't think we ever did that.
I don't know.
So I was like, I said flat out, okay, I'm going to go to butter. Just told them I'm going to butter. And so I wrote them a 1 star, and the owner actually reached out to have me follow up, and I'm like, no, fuck you.
no, I need
like,
two
I'm never
free
going back.
pounds.
Yeah, yeah. So another 1 star I have is Selden Standard, which naturally, if you're a watcher, you know why. You know exactly why. Jersey Mike's got a 5 star from me. The Jersey Mike's, the one I go to, got a 5 star, and I said best Jersey Mike's in town.
Ever. Thank you for making that big kahuna that went up Slim's ass with the extra cherry, with the extra relish and the extra
Mike's
Mike's
Way.
way.
Also, like it was a big back tactic because they were giving away a free cookie if you gave them a Google review.
Man, of course. That's better. That's better than the free pre-roll.
Yeah.
I might drop a review for a cookie.
Skate
I can go
World,
for a cookie right now.
Skate World got a 1 star, and I gave them a
Disrespectful.
pretty
skating
long
rink?
I gave them a pretty long scathing review.
They've been pretty good to you.
Skate World?
I think they've been
No,
pretty good to you.
absolutely
they let you
not.
skate at their clean floor. They
Clean?
let you play the baddest music. I think they've been
The
pretty good.
first thing
to you.
I said was the place is grody and it destroys my wheels. I have to clean my wheels every time. And then they play songs that glorify pedophilia.
Oh, they're playing R. Yeah, you can't play R. Kelly in public.
No,
more.
they played Feeling on Your Booty. And
Not especially those.
I think they played I'm a Flirt.
That's too much. Listen, I think Ignition is the one that's like,
You can get away with it.
Depending on the setting and the time of day. If it's
Yeah.
like 1 a.m, everyone's drunk, they'd be like, all right, we'll let Ignition pass. Someone put it on the touch tunes.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear Marry the Pussy because I'm thinking he's talking about fucking kids.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear any of this shit.
And then I said I'm a very big Rick James fan, and a lot of his songs share the same beat, and why they're insistent on playing 17 by Rick James, which the hook goes, she was only 17, but she was sexy. Crazy. And they're playing this on adult night,
And people
where
are
there
doing-
aren't even teenagers there.
And people are doing, and while this pedophilic music is playing, there's people doing backflips and
Yes.
spinning on one
fucking
leg,
skating their asses off.
doing crazy movie fucking tricks.
And then the rentals. Like, I talked about the rentals
Oh.
because everybody I know there, including myself, has gotten a broken pair of rentals.
I got one before.
So then that's the sound you made on the way down. You know, you were like,
He gave me one. The guy gave me 2 left skates twice. One time.
my John ain't working.
was-
Oh, no, there we go. I guess my O doesn't work.
Stay off the damn roller rink. Weed. Ow! Whew.
That's the sound you make when you find out you got broken rentals into turn 1. I said, in short, just don't come there. You're far better off elsewhere.
You're far better
and
off
that
in a
has like
tennis court.
55 points.
Really?
So that's my most liked review.
Oh, you clout chasing the Reddit, the Google.
I have
points,
304 points on Google
The Google
Maps.
review karma. You can't do shit with them. They should give you like a discount or something.
Another skating rink, Riverside Arena,
Yeah.
the white hillbilly joint that we talked about before.
Yes, sir.
The place that my brother would have rather
Livonia,
stayed
Michigan,
home.
baby.
He would have rather
Woo!
stayed home and masturbated and ate groceries rather than go skate here. I said the music is trash and they're currently on week 7 with no air conditioning. So that alone is pretty bad. Another 5-star was Pet Boys. Mm-hmm. When I got my tires changed, there was an old guy named Blaze.
Yeah.
And we talked for a very long
Just
time.
Blaze?
I felt like he'd be a good pod guest.
I'm a Pet Boys mechanic.
Yeah.
That's not a bad idea, actually.
He was really
To be
cool.
honest
He had a
with
lot of
you.
good stories. He liked my Elvis Gerback jersey,
I
too.
bet he's seen some shit. Oh, so he's a Chiefs fan.
No.
Oh,
But he was like, I remember him.
he was because he's the GOAT, bro.
Yeah.
Best Chiefs. Hey, you heard it here
Chiefs
first.
legend,
Best Chiefs
Elvis
quarterback of all time. Elvis motherfucking Gerback, baby. Woo.
Um,
I was so. By the way, I'm so glad. I sent him this video of this guy. There was like this lady who's doing giant tattoo cover up. She's like $160. I'll cover up anything, any size. This dude has this giant Dallas Cowboys back piece, and mind you, the comments are turned off on this video. You see him laying down. He gets his whole thing covered up. This guy gets it covered up with a ginormous Chiefs back piece, and I sent it to you. You're like, oh, he got an Indian guy. And then you keep watching. You're like, oh, no.
Yeah.
You see the Chiefs.
they blasted this guy's Dallas Cowboy helmet and
Mm-hmm.
like Dallas Cowboy logo on his back. And it's like a giant like hustle gang Indian on the back.
If it ain't
And
about
then
the money.
the top of the Cowboys logo got blasted with Chiefs. And the craziest part about that is they charged him $150 for a full back piece.
That thing was crazy. That's like an $800 tattoo. Bro.
More,
Probably.
easily more. Like Josh, if he wanted to do that on me, that's a
Your guy?
2 to 3 session thing. And then if you look
Pretty
closely,
nice for $1.60.
if you look closely on his elbow, he has a Cowboy star.
Oh, what are you gonna do?
He's got to get that covered up too. He's got to come
You
back.
can't have both.
He's got to get a fucking tomahawk over it now.
Getting a Cowboys tattoo covered up with the Chiefs tattoo is the most Cowboys fan shit I think I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I know he got a Laker and a Yankee somewhere on the body too. He
Yeah,
has to.
definitely. I'm looking at my other reviews, and there's one from K1 Speed. You remember we went there for my birthday?
Oh,
and
the go-kart place?
We
Yeah.
couldn't get in there. So all I'm going to say about this was I got mad at them, and I said the manager has a Sean McVay haircut. so
This
he
keeps
deserved
coming
to
up.
stray.
Can we get Sean McVay on the podcast? His haircut has been roasted too many times, like 5 different times.
Yeah.
He's coming on the podcast to defend that shit. That fantastic Sam's ass faux hawk that he's way too old to be having.
There are 3 roller rinks I gave 5 stars to.
Mm-hmm.
That was Rolladium, the Velodrome, and Great Skate.
Nice.
And looking at this, I wanted to review the Taco Bell by my house. You know the one, the very horrible one.
Oh, yeah.
Instead, the Taco Bell in Coolidge, Arizona got a stray. I said the absolute slowest Taco Bell line you'll ever be in. So a random Taco Bell in Arizona caught a
What
stray.
did he say fuck me for? What did he say?
Another scathing one was Stizzy. After
the dispensary.
it used to be a dispensary called Crucial.
Best dispensary. That dispensary
Crucial was
awesome.
amazing. It was so good that I had their sticker on my fight
And
stick.
then the fucking man came in, big corporate weed, shoving their dirty, greedy dick down everybody's throat.
They had a display in Stizzy that said "Coming Soon." Mm-hmm. Why the fuck is this even there? Why do you have stuff that
Inside.
looks like product but it says "Coming Soon"? Why the fuck would you show me something when I couldn't have it?
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
So Stizzy got a pretty scathing review because they were expensive, and Crucial
They
was
was
hooking
kind of
it
pricey. They was doing some illegal counting and activity for sure. They was
Yeah.
giving marijuana away. This is years before they were giving marijuana away.
Yeah.
And it was still kind of pricey.
The,
now you can. $1 gets you more weed than a fucking can of Arizona, bro. Fucking, you can either get a can of Arizona or you can get like a quarter ounce of good weed.
Valvoline. There was a Valvoline
How
where
many reviews have you given?
I've given quite a bit. This one was for
Do you
Slim.
have any in the medium? Do you have like a 3-star review anywhere? That
No,
you're like, you know what,
it's
this
either
is-
1 or
you know what,
5.
Like this, my waiter was friendly. The food wasn't very good,
Nope.
and it came out too
1 or
much.
5.
You know what I mean? Like,
You got to be a fag to leave a 3-star.
you got to be really about it. That's
Yeah.
a real reviewer. They should
So
hook you up
so
with the Google points.
Valvoline fucked over Slim's car somehow. He
Yeah.
like overcharged him. I
Oh,
don't remember the story.
this before he got the Jersey Mike's up him.
Yeah,
inside of him.
so
I remember this. He got
I
charged
said
like
he's a
$400.
finesse artist. I said never come here. Mm-hmm. Pebble Bar in New York. I don't know if you've seen this video. It was a guy who takes an orange from the bartender and starts eating it.
Oh yeah, and she's like, "Those are juice oranges," and they put it on her tab.
They put it on his tab for $16. Stolen orange.
Well, I like the comeback. She said, well, "We're in a citrus shortage." A
Fucking
citrus
shortage.
Citrus shortage 25.
She needs her
There
ass
are
beat.
no more oranges.
So I said you guys are horrible, and the lady who charged him $18 for an orange
$18.
needs to find God.
What if it was even what if it was a clementine? You know what I'm saying?
It was a big orange.
It's a big orange.
It was a fuzzy navel for sure.
Ooh, fuzzy.
And that's about it. There's a couple other good ones, but I'm not a professional. I'm either upset or like if I have a great experience, I give you 5-star.
They should give you, because you get points for doing the reviews on Google.
Yeah.
You should be able to spend those somehow, is
Yeah.
what I'm saying. What the fuck? Oh, this guy's a top reviewer. Who gives a fuck? Let me get a month of YouTube Premium.
No, not
Have
even.
you had YouTube Premium before?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. It's a game changer.
Wow. I just got they just offered me the free month, and I said, fuck it, I'm finally going to bite. Because I use YouTube more than anything else.
What is it a month?
Like, first of all, too much. It's like $12 a month for YouTube.
That's
like,
not
no commercials.
bad. I was
It
expecting
used
like
to
20.
be like $5 fucking dollars.
Yeah.
You just watch no commercials.
The thing
Now
is,
it's double.
all of these cool services that
Yeah.
we have, they don't have gift cards.
No.
Like you can't go purchase 8 years of YouTube Premium
That'd be nice.
because you
Just
know they're
bulk
going to
up.
raise it in like 4 years. There was the guy who bought like $2,000
Xbox
of
Gold.
PSN and fucking he has 20 years of PSN for like $1,000. It's absurd.
Especially when they're going to jack that up. I think they are raising the price on that.
Yeah.
Everything's raising the price, guys. That's all I can recommend. Gambling, all right? If you use code HAD2 on DraftKings, FanDuel, and Fanatics Casino, you will get a deposit bonus up to 50 cents.
And your first 12-leg parlay will be insured up to $10. So if you lose that $10, you get it right back.
Your first 100 spins are free, but you ain't winning a fucking thing. You hear me? You're not winning dick. But 100 spins is 100 spins for your nut. What are you going to say no to something that's free? We're hooking you up here. Use code HAD2 on none of these because we don't have a code.
See, now I feel like gambling, so I have to.
We should do a gambling stream.
I have
would
to.
be,
I have to
would not be
put
opposed
another
to that.
20 in my Bitcoin account.
You better throw another 20 in the slots, baby. You know what I'm saying? Dude, I felt like, oh my God, I don't think I talked about it. I went to a baseball game, and there's a casino. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's MGM Casino is by the baseball park, and it's a free parking garage.
Yeah.
So I parked there. Little did I know this was a sold-out baseball game.
Yep.
I was in the fucking parking garage for 3 hours. I lost like a quarter tank of gas just by running my car and just like chilling. I smoked like 50,000 cigarettes. But what I did, I had like no cash on me. I'm like, I'm not hitting this ATM because God forbid, what if I'm here all night?
Yeah.
So I went inside the casino to piss away time. I blew $7 in like 3 minutes. I went to one machine and I was like, all right, one spin, 40 cents. It was a $5 spin. I didn't win shit. I was like, man, I hit for a couple more bucks. But yeah, I tried to kill time with my $7 in the casino.
You got scraped.
I got scraped, unfortunately. Yeah. Lady Luck was not in my favor. You know what it is? They didn't give me my lucky Mountain Dew. I didn't see the free pop containers at the casino nowadays.
No?
No.
I'm sure they're there.
Would we be allowed to do a casino for a podcast episode? What if we were in the
Probably
parking
not.
garage? Yeah,
we would have to.
They'd probably beat our ass.
No, I think we can get away with it in the parking garage.
Yeah.
I don't think we can get away with it anywhere else.
We might be able to do that.
Inside or like in the hotel room, maybe.
Oh yeah, we could do that.
But
I want to go to the casino
on the
with
floor.
you guys.
Could you imagine doing it at the smoking section?
They have
the
new
slots?
smoking sections now.
Yeah.
They have like these big glass windows.
Yeah.
The casino is so luxurious. The casino is erotic. It's sexy. It's classy. It's beautiful. I love the
So
casino.
now you guys know where your Patreon money is going to.
It's going to
The slots.
It's going to Buffalo Megaways, baby. To get them.
I don't
bonus
like
games.
that fucking game.
Buffalo. You ever played it? It
No,
makes
it looks like a setup.
some of these games, I hate when you play the penny slots and it's like Buffalo.
$8.
Big win, and it's fucking $4.60.
Terrible.
So you're pissing away 20 cents. It's not fair. Give me more money. I want money. Guys, come gamble. We're going to do a gambling meetup one of these days. Come meet us up at the casino, guys. You want to hang out with the motherfucking Hat Who Got You Must podcast. Lose some money. What's not to lose? Don't you like gambling? You're a degenerate, aren't you?
You've probably played over 100 slots.
You probably lost $1,000, $200,000. Here's $500,000 in casino credits. Will you have sex with me when I'm done filming my show? I like gambling. Stephen A. did that shit. Oh, Shannon Sharp did that shit, by the way. I'm convinced now.
Yeah.
I saw on Twitter he had Dave Portnoy on his show. He did that shit. The second you start having Dave Portnoy on your show, you did whatever you did whatever they're accusing you of.
Yeah.
No. Do you have a favorite pizza with the cheese, deep dish? Why do you stand on your tippy toes, Dave? You did me well. Shout out to Dave.
Dave, we took a picture for the studio earlier. You was on your tippy toes. Why are you doing that?
Now, Dave, how do you sign NDAs when you were paying off OnlyFans bottles? How do you? Shannon Sharp,
Can I get your lawyer?
Bro. I'm just making fun of you because you're horny.
Yeah.
I know you listen.
Yeah. So I was watching the Thunder and Nuggets Game 7 today, which the Nuggets didn't show up, but
How bad did they lose, bro?
like by 40 by the time it was done.
What?
Yeah.
No, Aaron Gordon, bro.
No, he was in.
Was he playing?
Yeah, he was
hurt,
in.
though. That's gross negligence.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
He shouldn't have played.
Bad in an elimination game. At halftime, Stephen A. is wearing like, excuse me, Jesus fucking Christ. Oh. Stephen A. is wearing like a pinstripe suit, a white and blue pinstripe suit, looking like he's a Yankees like organ
Yankees
man.
legend. Stephen A.
And
Smith.
and Perk, with no explanation, says to him, "Have you ever smoked Newport shorts?" And Stephen A's like, "No, I don't smoke." And then it cuts to commercial.
He's never smoked a Newport short?
No,
You've smoked a Newport short.
I've smoked the Newport 100. I've never smoked the short.
Even I've smoked a Newport short.
I've never had a short.
It was the first cigarette I ever smoked. Stephen A's fucking lying, bro.
But I just want to know why this man felt the need to ask him why he smoked a Newport like short.
He probably wanted one.
No, he just asked him out of nowhere. And then didn't elaborate. Like didn't have, it would be one thing. Hey, Stephen A., have you ever bought your cat Meow Mix? And then Stephen A. would be like,
I'm allergic. I've never had a cat.
Well, the cat's out of the bag.
At least he would elaborate after that. But he refused to elaborate. He just asked, have you ever smoked?
Stephen A., have you ever smoked Newport shorts?
Soft pack.
So it was like so strange to me. I was like, now he's gone from like
think he wanted
talking
one.
in like formality phrases to just asking absurd questions.
Stephen A., have you ever had a big kahuna from Jersey Mike's? Mike's Way with extra cherry pepper relish? Now, you know one of them had two boys done put one up his ass.
I heard about that. I heard Skip Bayless has been shoving Jimmy John's Italian nightclubs up his ass. Here's $750,000. Will you put this tuna sub so far up inside me it disappears?
Will you please pick me up a pickle witch from Jimmy John's?
Wasn't your father a sandwich artist? He probably sodomized 1,000 Italian subs. Steve Bayless, come on the podcast, bro. Defend
No,
yourself.
do
Tell
not
us about
come
your
on the
kinks.
podcast.
Why not?
He's weird.
He'd be so big for us.
You know what? We'll set him up.
Yeah.
We'll put him on the pod, and then we'll just ask him, didn't you average 1.4 as a senior in
It'll
high
be a
school?
gotcha moment. Well, yes, I was a towel boy. I had to play one game. I want to be an NBA. Is it too late for me to become a towel boy?
No,
Can I be a towel man?
I don't think so.
Be the first towel boy.
Get paid $80K.
for the towel boys.
Yeah.
I knew the mop guys.
And you
did.
travel with them, and you get,
Do the mop guys get a ring?
I think so.
The NBA mop guys do.
I think they get a staff ring, yeah.
That's kind of sick.
Yeah.
I think it's not too late for us to be
I know
mop
for a
guys.
fact that when the Cavs won in 2016, if you even fucking were the wand guy, like who wands people down when you come in, you got a ring.
It's pretty nice.
Everybody for that company got a staff ring.
Do you think concessions got one too? If you
Yeah,
were serving hot
everybody.
dogs, and
Literally
popcorn?
everybody. If you worked for the Cleveland Cavaliers that year, you got one.
That's pretty sweet.
Yep. So that's pretty dope. It's cool. That's like the only cool thing Dan Gilbert has ever done for his city.
Concession ring chasers. What if you keep getting a job like selling hot
I'm
dogs?
taking my talents to the Nuggets.
Fuck. Go to Golden State next year. You go to the Celtics. Jason Tatum hurts his ankle.
Oh.
Chris Stapps gets AIDS. Fuck. What the fuck is wrong
I didn't
with
sign
Kristaps
up for this,
Porzingis?
bro. I don't know.
I think he's just a fucking big sissy.
I'm gonna be a ring chasing mop boy. I think that's a good career to have.
Ring chasing mop and towel boy sounds like a very good profession. Mm-hmm. Like it sounds like a very admirable thing to
To
do.
travel for work, you know what I mean?
Could you imagine, like, you know that picture of Bill
He's
Russell?
a towel boy.
That picture of Bill Russell with the hands on his face with all his rings?
Yeah.
Like,
you're a mop
You have
guy.
every team, like every fucking team from the last 12 years that won a ring, and you can retire because you have all this hardware.
They make like F1 manager and football manager. They should have 2K towel. They should have 2K
Yeah.
towel boy.
2K
2K water boy.
If Cadillac Andretti ever ends up winning anything like a constructors, they should give out rings.
Yeah, you think
Because
so?
a ring is an American thing. And
Really?
in Europe, it's like trophies. You know, you don't get a ring for World
does
Cup.
everyone get a trophy? Like all the players get a trophy?
No.
Like for soccer? You just get. we get a trophy. You know what
You
I'm
get the
saying? Like,
Constructors' Cup, and they give you like a copy of it.
Yeah.
And then the driver gets a copy of the World Drivers'
and
Championship
then they get a medal now.
if it's not in his contract that he keeps the original. What I found out
That's cool.
is a lot of Lewis's trophies from his early days at McLaren are duplicates. They give you a duplicate, and the team keeps yours. But
So you can put it up in the factory in the museum.
yeah, so they want to keep the driver's one and the constructor's one they give out at every race. But most drivers nowadays have it in there that say, if I ever win, I keep it. The exception being Silverstone because you have to give it back.
Having
yeah.
a ring's pretty cool, dude.
Yeah, it would be cool. Like if Cadillac Andretti ever won, could you imagine a big Cadillac championship ring?
Yeah.
Like
Ooh,
2028
the logo.
constructors? Yeah, that'd be dope.
You trying to tell me Messi the GOAT, he got 0 rings, bro?
He has none.
Bro, LeBron better, bro.
Ronaldo has
LeBron
none either. So does Mbappe. No rings.
So these guys ain't shit, bro.
Nope.
Fuck soccer players. Get a ring, but fucking bums, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck that contract. The contracts ain't even sweet. Now the NBA's making stupid money, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fucking Bol probably making as much money as fucking Mbappe.
I don't even think Bol's in the league.
Taco Fall probably gets paid like fucking Ronaldo.
He ain't in the league. Taco Fall ain't in the league.
I'm ranking out an obscure tall guy.
Yeah.
I'm running out of ass players.
Yeah. Bol, Taco Fall. Who else am I thinking of? Alex Len.
Is Mo Bamba still in the league?
Mo Bamba is in the league. I think he plays for the Magic.
Hell yeah.
Still.
Mo Bamba, come on the pod.
I got hoes.
We need to get Shaq West on here.
We need.
Talk about a fallout. Jesus
So
Christ.
when Travis Scott came out at WrestleMania,
Straight up. Oh, we need a straight up button next time.
yeah, we do. When Travis
How about
Scott
this?
came, when he came out at WrestleMania, fucking what's his name, Pat McAfee, wanted to sound so cool.
Yeah.
Travis Scott and the Jack Boys are here. They're fucking here in the crowd. Shaq West and the Jack Boy. He kept saying Jack Boys
Straight
over and over. And I'm like, is that his buzzword? Did they tell them to just keep saying Jack Boys over and over? Did Jack Boys even have a new album?
Cactus Jack. Oh
Like,
my God.
And then he proceeded to do nothing, and The Rock didn't come out.
That was some bullshit. Bro.
That was a terrible match.
That was some horse shit.
That was a terrible match.
It was embarrassing that I had to watch that with my girlfriend. That's what sucks about fucking wrestling, okay?
Yeah.
Sometimes you're like, yo, you should watch this with me to your friend that doesn't watch it.
Yeah.
And then it sucks dick and you look like an idiot. They already think you're an idiot because you're watching it. They don't want to tell you that.
See, now, if you're like, you should watch this with me, and it's like 4 a.m., and it's Wrestle Kingdom, and it's fucking like Okada versus Tanahashi, loser retires, that's a banger.
That's
you
a
know,
banger. They'll
you're bound
understand
to
it.
see a banger. But fucking John Cena losing hair, and
He got the transplant.
he did get the transplant, but losing hair, and The Rock doesn't come out, and Travis Scott barely gets a receipt, it's terrible. Terrible fucking business.
I'm still mad at The Rock having shampoo. I keep seeing it every time I
Yeah,
go to
that
Target.
pisses me off. Yeah. Why the fuck are you bald and you
He's
have a
selling
shampoo?
cologne, bro. You are like, imagine telling someone like, well, what if it smells good though? That's what's fucked up.
It might.
Some of these smell good, bro. I was at Target smelling all the Ariana Grande perfumes yesterday. Those shits were fire.
Say his name. Mac Miller. She killed that man.
Say his name.
She
We're
did
starting
kill that
that
man.
conspiracy. This is a fact recorded here.
Yes.
We have all the evidence.
100%. He never touched fentanyl before
Allegedly.
Ariana broke up with him.
Man, that was fucked up. Mac Miller, come on the podcast, bro. Do a Tiny Desk concert with that. We know you're out there in Cuba. We know you're out there.
Today we're the Patreon can see we are joined by Jason Tatum.
Yeah. Oh my God. See, you guys don't know. Anyone in this video, for those who don't know, we've kept this little baby Jason Tatum like blind box action figure. It's like 2 inches tall. This was on our table long before we had video. This was on our table long before we had flubber. Nut dripping down her ass on some flubber shit.
Would I be wrong? Damn.
Woo, shout out to Flubber. Stream Flubber by Tony Millions. But yeah, we have Jason Tatum on the table now. Get well soon, Jason Tatum.
Now that he got
He's pretty
bounced
ass.
out of the playoffs and he's hurt, it's nice of him to join us.
He got time for us now.
Jason Tatum, thank you for coming to the pod. And do you have any words? We did it! We need a "We did it" button.
Oh, bro, we needed a third keyboard. We need a second.
Yeah.
We need a third one.
Yeah.
Fuck the second one. We need a third one.
You know the
More.
beginning of Brock Lesnar's theme song? Yeah, that should be F5.
Yeah.
Whenever you hit F5, that should be it.
I need a Michael Cole. Oh my. Oh my. We'll just record my own vocals.
Yeah, low key.
Yeah, baby Jason Tatum, bro. I will never forget my buddy, a friend of the pod, Mark, opened this up. We were at the mall, and we bought this little NBA blind box thing. All the players you can get. He cracks it open. He goes, "Oh my fucking God!" I look at his face. I'm like, "Who?"
Jason
And then
Tatum.
he shows me. I'm like, "Jason Tatum." Out of all the players to get,
Jason Tatum has more rings than Mbappe, Messi, and Ronaldo combined.
because they some fucking bums, bro. Bums, ringless champions. Ooh, we won a World Cup. Who gives a shit, dude?
Damn.
Who gives a fucking shit? The World Cup don't mean shit, bro. Win a World Series or some shit. Then we can talk. Win the stand, bro. These motherfuckers. Oh yeah, you won a World Cup. That ain't even the baddest trophy. Mbappe never won this. Mbappe has never hoisted the Stanley Cup over his head.
No.
I'm supposed to look at these guys like athletes.
Mbappe has never eaten cereal out of a trophy.
Hell no, bro. He's never done a shot out of his trophy.
No.
He's never went jet skiing with it. I remember Red Wing did that. I forget who. But see, I think I could be wrong. Look this up. Jimmy, you look this up. Of course, had to. I'm pretty sure you get a day with the Stanley Cup
Yes.
when you win. You can just do whatever you want with it. You can
Yes.
fuck it. You can drink out of it. You can play Xbox
I believe
with it.
3 babies have shit in it.
Oh, 100%. That's good. Oh, I can't drink out of it now.
Well, it
They
gets
just-
sanitized.
Still, but knowing this, the Dookie Cup?
Yeah, it
No,
is
it's
the Dookie Cup.
now, bro. You can't just take it to Buffalo Wild Wings or something. Bro, filling it with ranch? Oh, my God. That's what I would do.
There was
Fill it with Wingstop ranch.
I believe two from some Canadian team. I don't remember, one of the 30 Canadian teams, and these 2 fans are allowed to go have like 15 minutes with the cup.
Yeah.
One of them
Oh
is
my God.
blind. So like he goes up to the cup and starts touching it, and he starts crying because he realizes like, damn, this is the
Fucking
Stanley
Canada
Cup.
Feels the names engraved on it.
I realized, what if it was like a replica, or what if it wasn't the real Stanley Cup? They just said "fuck you." It was 3D printed. Like they gave him a bogus ass cup. He's crying. That's terrible. Yeah.
I mean, why not? Why not pull the wool over his eyes? No pun intended.
Yeah.
I've seen the Stanley Cup. I went to the Hockey Hall of Fame.
I've never
The,
been to a
the
Hall of Fame.
original Stanley Cup, like the little one. It was
Yeah.
in like a big vault and shit like that. It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
The Hockey Hall of Fame was sweet. You can like shoot on a goal and stuff like that. I was a kid.
I've never been to a Hall of Fame, but
I'll make a trip. I want to go to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
that'd be kind
That'd
of
be
cool.
kind of sweet. I want to see like a Jimi Hendrix shirt. You know what I mean?
When,
I want to see
uh,
the gun that Courtney used.
Yeah.
I want to see the Jimi Hendrix LSD soaked bandana. I want to find Jim Morrison's heroin needle. They need like the real shit in the
Yeah.
Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
They
bro.
do.
Oh, look at this guitar from Eddie Van Halen. Well,
Lars
fuck that.
Lars Ulrich's flash drive that he has his Napster documents on.
Fucking asshole. Man, those were the days, bro. These kids have no idea how fun it was to steal music.
Yeah.
It was so nice.
It was fun.
Talk
It was
about
exhilarating.
gambling.
And you'll never know what it's like to like you think you just downloaded your favorite song and you hear
It's a fucking
I
soldier
did
boy.
not have sexual relations with that woman, but I did go to newegg.com and got some new stuff.
you know
all types of fucking Crank That remixes, Crank That Jimmy Neutron,
yeah.
Crank That Batman, Crank That Spider-Man, Crank That Spider-Pig, Crank That Daniel Day-Lewis,
Damn.
Whew, Crank That
That's a
Walk
lot.
Like a Flame, Crank That Croc, Crank That Jack and Daxter,
Crank that flubber.
Crank That Flubber, Crank That Jason Tatum, all sorts of remixes. Y'all wasn't there. We're about the halfway point if you want to spark that
Okay.
up. Oh, spark up. We got the turlet over here. Make sure you got the toilet for the dookie over here. The big dookie's over here.
I'm using a lighter that says drums versus flats.
Oh, that is the. Where did you find that? Did you find that out of state?
A local gas station.
A local gas station. That's such a sick lighter, dude. I'm gonna steal that shit. I'm not gonna steal it. Don't worry. It's a stupid lighter. It's a great lighter. You want a nice. It's a conversation starter. It's all about conversation starters, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, did you know I was a Mappa boy for the Boston Celtics the year they won the championship? Ooh, yeah, ooh. You can't lie. You could be like, yeah, I was like the 9th guy on the bench. Average like 2 threes a game. Nothing else. No rebounds, no passes.
That
just
that
spot up
reminds me of
threes.
what Brian Scalabrine said after he won in 08.
Yeah.
This interviewer says, "Do you feel bad knowing you got 0 playtime in a however many game series?"
Mm-hmm.
He's like, "How could you say something like that?" He's like, in 10 years from now, you won't remember. In 20 years from now, I'm going to tell my kids I started. And in 30 years from now, I'll tell them I got the MVP.
I dunked on LeBron. I don't know. You ain't gonna remember it. It's still a ring. You're still a part of the championship. You were still at least some part of that team that got there. I'll take a gimme ring. We should get some podcast rings. Like to the 2-year anniversary, we're gonna get some rings here. Big Had To logo on the front.
We should definitely get a podcast belt.
Like a big belt buckle.
Yeah.
That'd be
No.
cool.
The belt. Like
The belt. Oh, like a
title
WWE
Yeah.
belt.
Title belt.
That'd be
Like
pretty
a
badass.
custom fantasy football belt.
They make them for fucking everything now.
Yeah.
I saw on Instagram, like WrestleMania weekend, they had this like big shop. Any team you want. And it's cool if you're a fan, but it's like, the Colorado Rockies do not deserve a WWE title belt. Who the fuck is buying that?
Yeah.
If you're buying that, you're a fucking idiot. I'm sorry.
It
Save
is
your
bad.
fucking money. The thing nerds will spend their money on, to no end, is insane.
Or like
Ridiculous. I was
because
at the
it's
video
like
game store
because it's
yesterday.
John Cena's last year. Everywhere he's going is getting a special belt. Like just like the Boston one is green and white. Or, the Indiana one is like Colts colors. Like who gives a fuck? You spent $700 on that?
Give me a nice fucking Myrtle Beach fucking John Cena edition wrestling belt. You do.
It's crazy.
You do. When you go to these shows, everyone's got a belt. It makes you feel kind of broke, but it's also like, well, I've spent $600 on much better things.
Yeah.
I like to imagine.
Yeah, absolutely.
You can't buy the belt. Don't succumb to the peer pressure. Nerds, you got to know when to hang it up. We were just talking about this fucking. I sold my Pokemon games. That's the sound. I filed for hood bankruptcy.
That's
sold
not even
video
hood
games.
bankruptcy. That's returning your investment. Pokemon is so expensive now. That fucking price will have you like.
That's what I'm talking about, nerds, bro. I drove past GameStop and I texted you. I'm like, is there like a new Pokemon set coming out? And you're like, yeah, bro. There was 8 people lined up outside.
Not even
in
a new
tents.
one, just a different box for
Tents.
the same set that's been out for months.
Tents and chairs at 7 o'clock at night, knowing damn well they're not getting anything till 10 a.m. the next day.
It resales for 10 to 15 a pack. And if they're weighing them, and also in that set, there's something called a God Pack.
Oh, where it's fully loaded with all crispy
Fully
cards?
loaded, but the thing is, the chase card in that set is $2,000, so that's why. And imagine you get everything else behind it as well.
Why wouldn't you just buy sports cards? That's what I think. If you want to if you think you're gonna make money, like flipping Pokemon cards, I have a bridge to sell you. I feel like it's like if you think you're gonna open up the God Pack or this dumb shit you're looking for, you might as well just buy like a baseball card and be like, oh shit, I got an autographed fucking Mike Trout or something like that. One card.
I think Pokemon now is returning way better than
Like
any
sports
sport.
cards?
Yes,
That's fucked up.
and where I'll counter you on that is, if you're chasing, I would say just buy your chase card at this point.
Yeah,
in Pokemon.
that's what I feel like. And invest, right?
But
Just
if
sit
you're
on it.
chasing in sports and you're a fan of sports, it makes sense to buy the cards.
Yeah, packs.
I like F1. I bought F1 cards before. I would never spend 10 grand on a fucking Carlos Sainz one-of-one shirt
50
card.
grand.
$2
$2 million.
I would gladly chase it, but I would never.
Yeah, that's more fun,
Yeah.
I guess.
And then there's like Dynasty, like the really nice box you get one card in. Mm-hmm. Could you imagine spending $2 grand on that and it's a Mattia Bonato fucking shirt card? They're sitting on eBay for like $200, one-of-ones. I'm kind of thinking about
Do
it.
you get the assistant principal?
Yeah.
Get a clip from his tie?
I got a Franz Tost one.
Oh, nice. You got one of his shirts?
From Williams. Yeah, I got
pretty
his
cool.
shirt. I had a Luder Norris, but I gave it to somebody.
Luder Norris.
I didn't want it. He'll
Fuck
never
that.
be world champion.
Fuck that. Like, this is... I'm not worried about the terrorists. This is why our country's going to shit. Half of our economy cannot be reselling Pokemon cards and reviewing fast food in your car.
And the other half is delivering.
It's like
said
all I
fast
see on
food.
TikTok. That's like those are the 3 ways to make money. 4 ways, actually. 5 ways. Unemployment, scamming, selling Pokemon cards, reviewing fast food in your car, delivering fast food in your car. That's all there is. That's all there is. I bet on Indeed. That's all there is. These places do not call you.
Be unemployed and resell Pokemon cards to some of the fellas.
That does sound like kind of like a nice living, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Bro, it's
Camping out at
insane. It is insane.
I
Like,
wonder, don't you ever feel stupid? Imagine camping out at GameStop. You like blow all this money, buy like a pallet full of cards. You don't get shit. You don't get dick. It's like, damn.
they're reselling the sealed product. They're not opening
So
it.
that's what they're doing. Okay.
Because if you're going to spend $80 on an Elite Trainer box, that one specifically goes for $300. Isn't that sick? Like, Hidden Fates, when we were opening it at the time, the resale on it wasn't that bad. You could go to card stores and get a single pack for $5.
$300 is.
I feel stupid now because I've opened like 300 to 400 packs of Hidden
opened a lot of
Fates.
those, too.
You know how much they are now?
$20 a pack.
$20 a pack.
Imagine you had 100 sitting at the crib right now. You know what I'm saying?
I've
Unopened.
pulled 2 Charizards. Like, I've gotten my chase. I pulled a Cynthia out of there.
You pulled the Cynthia?
Yeah, that was a $100 card at the time. Now it's like $300-400.
I had to.
I want the Cynthia.
Cynthia is such a baddie.
Cynthia is the baddest baddie in all the Pokemon baddies,
Yeah.
bro. Fuck off. You talking about some Officer Jenny. Cynthia, bro. And she's the best trainer.
Yeah,
You
she
got the guard
is.
shot?
I believe she has the hardest fight, her rematch.
Cynthia, come on the podcast. I know you're a listener. I know you listen, girl.
I had to.
I need to see Steven Stone and Dragon Champion Lance run a train on Cynthia.
What about Bede in the corner? Bede in the corner in the country. One of the wackest Pokemon motherfucker. What the fuck was Bede's hair? What is this white, curly, rock-shaped afro? It
was
looks
so
like
stupid.
cauliflower. He's got a stupid name. They really threw shit at the dartboard to make that.
Yeah.
Bede is like one of the wackest designs. They really should have gone back to the drawing board for that.
I had the rainbow rare of Bede.
The rainbow Bede. Did
Yeah.
that look pretty? Were you pissed when you opened that?
Yeah, a little
I feel
bit.
like we'd be like, fuck.
You know the main villain in Sword and Shield, the guy with the suit and the
Yeah.
beard. I got his rainbow rare as well too. I was like, what a waste. That's about when I fell out of Pokemon was Sword and Shield era cards.
You don't miss it, do you?
No.
I don't miss it either.
You know what
You're
I
not
miss?
missing it. Stop collecting Pokemon.
No, you know what I miss about it now? If these packs that they're going crazy for were accessible,
Yeah.
I'd be buying them. You know why? Because that Umbreon is fucking $2,000. I would love to pull that
What
thing.
Umbreon?
The Moonbreon.
Oh,
There's a big moon in the
Ow!
back, and it has a crystal crown above him. It's
not kinda cool.
Some of these arts are like some of the best
You know,
I've ever seen.
I take it back, bro. Buying Pokemon cards is cool,
but
should
you can't get it anymore.
buy and sell Pokemon cards.
Go to
actually.
your
That's
local
pretty
shelf
cool. I take
and
it all
try to
back.
look at if anything's there. And I guarantee you, the only things that'll be there are like the current equivalent of Steam Siege. Like, and you know what's crazy? Steam Siege now resells for $10.
It's fucked up.
They were giving those fucking things away when
like
we
Jordans, bro.
were opening them.
Why everything gotta be reselling nowadays, bro? It's fucked
Here's
up.
the sickest part.
You know what they were? I went to the game store with my girlfriend yesterday. You know what they wanted for these Pokemon games, bro? Dummy money. They wanted $130 for Nintendo DS games. It's like
It makes sense.
it does. I guess.
Have you ever
but
seen
also
what
it's like,
complete in
damn.
box Soul Silver goes for
Soul Silver
with
on
the
DS?
Pokewalker?
Probably $300.
Like $300-400, yeah.
You know how good of a fucking meal I could have for $300 and make a memory.
I could have a good
Do
like
you know
8
how
meals.
good I can eat and how drunk I can get and how much of a good night
You
I
could
can
buy
have
some
with
pussy
that?
for that.
You probably can.
You can buy some pussy for that.
for $400.
Listen,
It
considering
ain't Cynthia, but
considering hoflation, $40 doesn't go much anymore.
Inflation.
So let's say $60. That's 5 encounters with
You
pussy.
finna do for the 60 ball? Would you? I'm good. Bare minimum.
It's 5 encounters.
Hoflation is real. Hoflation is real because everyone's fucking making money selling Pokemon cards and reviewing food in their cards.
Would I be wrong to wanna
Throw you $60 for some pussy.
What's up, guys? Here we have the new strawberry Baja Blast Freeze here. Paid $3 for this.
We do not condone.
We don't.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start doing it. I think I'd be good at it. Reviewing food in my car with the soundboard, take a nice big bite. Yummy.
I think you would do pretty well, but you need to be like overly excited.
Overly excited.
You know those overly excited food reviewers?
Yeah.
All right, guys. What's up, guys?
Whoa.
Like and subscribe, and make sure you leave a comment, and make sure you this, and make sure you watch the video all the way to the end where you find out where I'll be giving away 2 free tacos to any Taco Bell.
I think I'd be good at that. I want a sponsorship. We are trying to get a Taco Bell sponsorship.
You know what I found out?
Did we talk about the Nuggets? Those are so fucking shitty, dude. Taco Bell needs to be
No, we
firebombed
didn't.
for
We
the
didn't
fucking
talk about
Nuggets.
the moose nuggets.
I wish it was moose. I bet moose tastes better than whatever the fuck they served me. That shit was awful. I almost spit it out.
You know,
I'm a
ate,
swallower.
I ate one of the Taco Bell nuggets, and I haven't been able to stop tapping my right foot. It's just nonstop.
fucked ever since.
I'm like Thumper from Bambi or whatever, the bunny.
Blood thicker than a fucking Twizzler after eating the fucking Taco Bell nuggets. Bro. Shame on you. Shame on me for
My
ordering
blood
those.
pressure has
I
been
should-
235.
I should have fucking known better. What was I expecting? I gotta probably eat fast.
You know,
food, bro.
have you been to a Taco
ever.
Bell and the AI
Stop eating that
is ordering?
Yeah, a couple of times. I said thank. You know how fucking stupid I felt when I told the thing thank you one time.
Fuck that
Like pull up
thing.
to, I'm like thank you. I'm like fuck.
You know what I hate about it? When you pull up, it's like, do you have a 4-digit code for rewards? You say yes or no. Do you know how long it takes to say, what will you have today? Fucking 35 seconds. It's terrible. And then after you've taken my order one thing at a time, nacho fries are only $2.79. We done with the nacho fries.
It
We do
upsells
not
you?
want we do not want the fucking nacho fries. And then it's going to
Greedy
ask, does
fucks.
everything look correct? Do you want any sauce? And then after all of that, Do you want to round up to support students?
no.
After you're already cutting somebody's job for $14 an hour, you have the nerve to ask me for 14 cents? Go fuck yourself.
And
Go
more
fuck
importantly,
yourself.
fuck them kids. What are my taxes paid for? What are my taxes paid for, man?
Shout out Ben from Ben and Jerry.
Yeah.
He was at Congress and he stood up and yelled. This is a millionaire.
Yeah.
If I had multi-millions of dollars, I would not be protesting a fucking thing.
Yeah.
I'd be on a yacht,
chilling.
masturbating, paying for puss. I'd be doing whatever I want. Anywho, you get the point. Anywho, Ben from Ben and Jerry stands up in the middle of Congress when RFK is talking, and RFK had a flashback. He's like, "I'm gonna end up like my brothers."
Oh, shit.
And so he stands up and says, the U.S. government is killing kids in Gaza, and they're cutting kids' Medicaid to pay for it. Two king statements in one, and they pull him the fuck out of there, like, aggressively, and zip-tied his arms and stuff.
Damn.
Yeah, so Ben from Ben and Jerry's is a king.
Well, he can pay it. He can pay it.
Absolutely, he can
Y'all
pay.
cut off from the Tonight Dough. No one getting the Tonight Dough no more.
No. So when I saw that, I was like, I'm kind of like making some better decisions health wise as I stare over at this share a Coke
Sipping
with
on
a
some
sis.
Yeah.
I was very inclined to go get me a
you a nice
pint
pint?
and half baked.
Ben and Jerry's is pretty fucking good, dude. It is pretty expensive, though.
No, it's not.
It's kind of expensive for ice
It's like
cream.
$5 a pint.
I thought it was like $7.
No.
Bro, where are you getting your Ben and Jerry's? Bro?
Kroger's, bro. You're getting hustled.
Kroger's. See, I'm going to Kroger. That's
No, you got to go to Kroger's.
I got to go to Kroger.
Kroger's. Haagen-Dazs right now is on special, like 3 for $9.
Oh, you heard it here, folks, guys.
So, Hagen is where I shop. I typically go with what's on sale.
This is a big backed episode, right?
Yes.
Here. This is
Yes. Well, I'm down 11 pounds in 3
Hungry.
weeks. I can.
Good for you.
I can say it.
Good for you.
I'm trying to shave 40 before I go to Milan. I'm trying to look less American, and that's the first step is shaving 40 pounds.
Hell yeah, less American.
I'm also changing my my wardrobe a little bit. I have to look up what they wear in Milan. I know it's not sneakers,
trainers,
loafers. Maybe.
Oh.
Might have to get some loafers.
Get you some pennies. You think?
No, I'll get some DC villains.
Oh, yo,
Some DC villains.
that's the most. That is a very Italian shoe. Where did you get this? A beautiful, sexy shoe. I love your loafer.
I'll get the white one with the fake Gucci
You'll
print
get some
on
red
it.
ones, bro. Oh, for the Ferrari. Ooh,
Man.
the big Ferrari Rays. Boy. Do they make a slip-on metal militia Etny, I wonder? Because that would look incredible.
That'd be
over in
kind of
Europe.
cold.
I think you'd look very classy.
In a metal militia Etny with the Ferrari jumpsuit.
Didn't you have a pair of DC villains growing up? Didn't you mention
I
that
had
before?
several.
Several.
My favorite one, the most comfy ones I had were gray plaid.
Oh, I know exactly which one you're talking about. I sold a lot of those when I
The
worked at the mall.
$40 special.
Woo. Get you a pair of Toms.
The black suede ones with the embossed DC print.
Oh, with the little DC logo all over it?
Yeah. Those were good
badass,
too.
bro.
And my brother had the white pair, and they got cooked in a week.
I am like tempted to like rebuy some of the middle school clothes I wanted back then. Just think it'd be funny.
You know what I really want? I want a pair of DC Mantica 3s.
Mantica 3s.
Yeah.
Ooh,
They're like
those
Nike
kinda
Dunk
hard.
Lows. They're like their version.
Oh, I think I know exactly
Yeah,
which ones.
that was their
you're talking
best
about.
shoe.
They look like they kind of look like a Jordan 1.
A little bit.
I feel
Little
like they
bit.
make a bread colorway. and
But it was a
royal
low
colorway.
top.
Oh, a low top.
Yeah.
Okay. I remember the high top, like dunk ass
Yeah,
DCs.
yeah,
they try to make
yeah.
them look like Jordan 1s.
I also thought about buying some half cabs, but I'm like, I don't skate. That's poser.
I want to buy some half cabs. I don't skate either. Who gives? I don't care about being. Call me a poser. I'm 30 years old. What do you to call me? You can
No,
call me
because
what you want.
you some kids roll up to me, ask me to do a kickflip. I got to switch them down.
Well, are they going to ask you to do a kickflip if you don't have a skateboard with you?
They'll throw me one of theirs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you can try.
I've never
as
gotten
long
a
as you
board
try.
off the ground, bro.
You couldn't even
Never.
ollie?
No.
Damn.
I could cruise the fuck out of it though.
Who did Lupe Fiasco say? No, Hobson said Lupe Fiasco couldn't even ollie.
Oh,
I sag my pants until my ass shows. This is the Hobson podcast. #1 Jam Wayne and Hobson podcast.
Hobson is a stupid. I can't stand him.
Hobson sucks, bro. You didn't have 1 week of a Hobson phase when you were younger.
No.
you didn't, you didn't even think like this is
Ill
yo, he's
Mind of
calling out
Hobson
everybody.
5 when he's talking about Tyler the Creator.
Yeah.
Is that the one?
I think so. I was probably a
That's
bigger
the
Eminem
only
fan.
thing I've heard from Hobson.
I was probably a bigger Eminem fan than you were when we were kids. So I think it was
Probably.
probably like, oh, lyrical talk
Yeah.
bullshitting. When Eminem was dissing Benzino, I'm like, these are the best diss songs ever made, bro. I don't know who the fuck Benzino was. No one knows who the fuck Benzino is. People listening
Now-
right now
now
are going,
we
who the
know.
fuck's Benzino? And they're going to Google, and they're not really going to learn shit either. He don't
You're
even
gonna
got
Google
songs
him
like
and
that.
find his OnlyFans.
Yeah, he would have an OnlyFans.
He does. He's like, why are you worried about that? That's not for you.
The last wait, he's doing like he's not doing like cooking. He's not.
He's like
people are always
nude.
like, oh,
He's
he's
nude,
like
yeah.
he's spreading, he's showing whole on OnlyFans.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, Eminem won that, dude. Eminem won that.
It's terrible.
Showing whole on that's how do you get to that conclusion as a dude, bro? Jesus Christ, I thought he had money. The songs were meant. See, Joe Budden got
Well,
more
he
hits
owned.
than Benzino.
I don't know
bro.
if he owned the Source.
Slaughterhouse. Yeah, I think he did own a magazine or
It
something.
was either Double XL or the Source. He owned one or the other. And he went on like a white dude hip hop podcast.
Yeah.
He's like, you can't say no.
You can't say none of that shit. See, I'm the real one. I've experienced it. You a fan, bro. You sitting over there, you a fan, bro.
And the white guys, whoever was hosting it, they were just cooking it. Just
Like, fuck you, Benzino, fuck you.
No, like you should have never sold your thing. You should have never did this. You should have never dissed Eminem.
Mm-hmm.
Like just grilling this poor man. And they were right about it. He shouldn't have sold, and he also should have shut the fuck up about Eminem.
Now you got to spread whole, bro. You shouldn't have battled with Eminem and sold your magazine. Now you got to spread. You got to show whole, bro.
And this
Solo
week on my
content.
OnlyFans, I'm gonna shove a whole big kahuna up my ass and spray my neck down with some cool water.
It all goes back to the big Kahuna. Davidoff cool water. I want to get some. I need some new cologne, bro. I've been using the same Hot Topic cologne for years, but people like it. My girlfriend likes
It's your
it.
signature scent.
It's my signature scent. My signature scent, yes, sir.
Mine is Yves Saint Laurent La Homme or La Homme, La Homie, however you say it. L'Homme, I don't know. And I got a gift of some Tom Ford Tuscan leather that's about halfway done now.
Ooh, I bet
I've been
you sprayed
abused.
it. You haven't
Yeah.
been saving it for special occasions?
No,
What's a Tom Ford Tuscan leather occasion?
going to the
A
gym.
day going to the you wear it to the gym, you
Yeah.
fucking asshole.
Yeah.
That's how you that was a gift, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You said it was a gift.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how you know.
If I bought it, no.
If you bought that fucking bottle, you were not wearing that to the gym.
Nope.
What a waste.
But I get a lot of compliments on it.
I guess that is a good reputation to be the guy that smells good at the gym.
Yeah,
Better than being the guy that smells ass.
yeah.
I remember you we'd hotbox at the gym sometime. And my buddy would be like, yeah, well, there's people here that smell worse. I'm like, yeah, but that's not the point.
Yeah.
I'm like, there are people here that smell worse. We don't need to be adding on to the total of people who don't smell good in here.
See,
Yeah.
why I liked it was when you would hotbox at the gym, it would keep people away from you.
Yeah.
So like it kind of clears out the gym a little.
Are you done with this? Yes.
Yeah, the super health heads like don't want to be near you.
I want to breathe it in.
Yeah, so the typical 10 set guy becomes a 5 set guy when you're next to him. So
He's hitting the sauna early. Then you go in the sauna too.
oh yeah, they're all clearing out.
Now, does it? I don't go in the sauna like that. Does it? Do you be stinking it up? Does it sweat out your pores like that?
Not
if you're
really.
Smoking heavy.
I don't smell bad, man.
It seems
I'm-
like a
I'm-
mother's. That seems like
as
a mom
as
thing to
a
think.
as a husky dude, I've never had a problem with smelling bad. I've never been told I'm musty. I've never been told I stink. I showered
Does
like twice a day.
Does the sauna smell like Kush? After you stick
I've
it
been
in?
told that I smell like weed just sweating before.
Yeah.
But probably since I've cut back, no. You got to be smoking like a half zip a day.
It sobers you up like fucking crazy, dude.
It does.
That's the fucked up part.
We
gotta
went
take an
out.
edible.
We went out Friday night to Northern Lights, and I was hammered off Red Bull vodka.
we was dworking. We was
Yeah.
we was being bad bitches.
We was dworking. We were spreading our doochie. Doochie needs to make a comeback. I kind of like that one. But we went out to Northern Lights, and I was hammered. And then I got like 4 hours of sleep because I was on Red Bull vodka. Woke up, couldn't go back to sleep. Watched qualifying.
You had like 5 of them things. You was definitely wired. Bro.
I was
Yeah.
fucked up, man. And then right after that, I go to the gym. I go to the gym on Saturday, and I never really go on weekends. I'm a Monday through Friday guy. And I go on a Saturday and I get in the sauna. I was like shaky drunk. That's how drunk I still was. And I'm high too. I felt high still. So I go in the sauna and after 10 minutes I felt fine. I was ready for war. I was like, all right, we're
Bro, it
ready.
really sobers you up. Especially, I went to a sauna one time and took an edible, and then I sweated it all out. But they had a cold plunge there too, right?
Yeah.
So you get in the sauna, you jump in this big cold swimming pool. Not no bald Joe Rogan cold plunge. Okay, it was a big swim. I'm at a sauna. I don't do this
Yeah.
shit. But it's like you just started your day. You like as soon as you get out of the cold water, it's like it's like you just started your day. It's like you just woke up. It's like you could be shot up with bull tranquilizer.
Yeah.
And you'd be awake after sweating it out. It's fucking black magic here, man.
Cold plunge, bro. You got to get in the cold plunge, bro.
Oh my god. And when I hear anyone talk about that, it's just like, all right, it's like worse than a vegan. It's like
Kevin Hart has that dumb show that
the cold plunge show.
yeah, where everybody's doing a cold plunge. My idea
wanna
is
do
we
a
should
dew
do
plunge.
an hour and a half podcast in a cold plunge.
How about a lukewarm plunge? How about
Okay.
just sitting in water?
I'm with it.
How about a
How about
dew
we just
plunge?
soak our feet in like warm water?
Yeah, that sounds good.
With some Epsom salts, yeah.
Yeah, maybe some essential oils. We could light some candles, put some cucumbers on our islands. We need a
Sounds
massage
luxurious.
one. We need a massage episode.
Yeah.
Hey, Brock Purdy got $180 million guaranteed. Brock Purdy, if you're listening, take my advice. Go to a rub and tug. Have the NFL do an investigation. You don't got to play no football. They got to give you the money. They got to give you the Deshaun Watson treatment. You get jerked off, and you get to become $180 million richer.
Brock
it's
Purdy-
a win-win situation. You ain't winning shit, Brock Purdy. Let's be real.
Brock Purdy isn't worth 180 big kahunas
No.
up the ass. He is not worth a fucking dime.
It all comes back to the big kahuna.
Doesn't his dad sell jacuzzis?
That'd be hilarious, does he?
I think
That's
his
a really
dad sells
funny thing to
jacuzzis
do.
or mattresses. I don't remember.
Not anymore. Not anymore.
Oh,
All he needs is the rub and tug. Yes, sir. Did we lose the video? Oh. Probably cut out. Hey, I'm sure we got a
Damn.
little some of it. Sure we got something. What happened?
did it die? Oh.
Oh, I guess so.
So
Well-
for our audio listeners, the video feed has cut off for some odd reason, and we lost you probably
probably
a little while ago.
Probably
But
that fucking big kahuna, bro.
yeah,
that was 'cause
no,
that's the big
it
kahuna.
wasn't the big kahuna. Piper went up there and batted at it,
Ah,
and
god.
hit it with her paws. And,
fucking fourth mic, the fucking goddamn cats.
yeah, it happens.
We're coming up to the end here, guys. So we're gonna say
Slim
our
doesn't feed his
farewells.
cats properly, and
Mm-hmm.
they're starving.
He'd be feeding them big kahunas.
You know,
bro.
he only feeds them like twice or 3 times a day or whatever. You're supposed to feed a cat 15 times a day, apparently, how they act.
And these are nice cats, bro. These are the kind of cats you got to feed every day. You know what I'm saying? These are good ones. These are worth it. All right, guys. Well, sorry about the video episode. Sorry about the cat episode. Sorry Slim's got caught with sandwiches up his ass. It happens to the best of us. Happened to me a couple months ago. You know what I mean?
To make up
he'll bounce right
for the
back.
video feed, we'll all be
I'll be showing Hole on OnlyFans
Yeah.
with Benzino this weekend. $5 pay-per-view.
and please subscribe to the Patreon where you get video access, you get access to the Discord, you become an official Had to Maniac for $5 a month.
Get access to our Discord, you get access to the video episodes, and you get access to shout-outs. Once again, we want to really thank our Patreon subscribers for subscribing. Big shout-out to Hatch. Big shout-out to Jayberg. Big shout-out to Avery, the super baddest Matt, the very biggest Matt, and, of course, our boy Brocco Taco. Thank
And my
you guys
boy
for being
Emil.
in, and our boy Emil. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for subscribing. Thank you guys for tapping in. And don't get caught with no goddamn sandwiches up your fucking ass, because I will find you. Understand? And come and get you and pull that son of a bitch out there myself if I have to.